Well, hello there.
Hi.
Hello.
What is happening, hot stuff?
It's our anniversary.
It's our anniversary. Yeah, 2 years,
It's
man.
our anniversary.
That's crazy.
Do you know what today is?
I was going to say, do you have the time to listen to me?
Is it wine?
Whine
About nothing and everything all at once.
So, yeah, it's our anniversary. Exciting.
Well, not actually today, but tomorrow.
Right, but like we
Right.
release on Monday, so.
Exactly.
Hey.
So, hey, it's
So here we are.
2 years. Holy moly.
I know. That's
Holy.
crazy.
It doesn't seem possible.
No, it doesn't. I truly don't. Like, it doesn't feel like it's been 2 years.
No.
It feels like just yesterday we were sitting on my deck.
But you know what? Like, what I'm really excited about this time is being able to document our concert experience after, because we haven't gone to the
Yes.
concert yet.
Right.
So I am excited to like document our concert experience. Like, because I remember after all was said and done, because we were with a couple other people.
Yeah.
So all I wanted to do was talk about it.
Right.
Like, I just wanted to talk all about it. Like, I just wanted to keep talking about it because I was like,
Right.
and like I really couldn't.
Because you were shook.
I was completely shook.
You were shook.
I was shook to the, you couldn't
the
shake
core.
me no more.
Shaken.
Holy cow.
So this time we will be able to properly document and
Right.
discuss it, like, very thoroughly.
Right.
Everything.
Yes.
On record.
I know. It's
That's
going to
pretty
be
cool.
so fun.
That's cool. And I just can't believe, like, I don't know, like how fitting.
I know.
This just feels like a good episode and a good time for like an anniversary, just because of the concerts and everything,
Right.
like tour season.
Right.
So it's really cool. I'm excited.
Me too.
And
I'm kind of excited it's a block party. And I think it was last year too.
yeah, I don't remember that long.
Our anniversary. I think actually we just did a special anniversary
I think
episode.
we did do a special anniversary episode, like we went off the schedule.
But holy shit. Let's just think for a second what's happened in the past year. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Donnie Wahlberg.
Joey Fatone.
Joey Fatone.
We went on the cruise.
Oh my God.
You got me on the cruise.
I did.
Barstools again.
I
Like,
know.
which is exciting because I
Yes.
was like, that was a one and done type of thing, I thought.
Right. Planning on going on the Cruise 11.
Right. Oh my gosh. They need to announce that.
Hanging out with our friends, our new friends, multiple
Yes,
times.
like meeting all these new people.
Right.
That is a highlight.
So crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
We went to New York. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, Apollo.
The Apollo
Holy
show.
cow.
I felt so, like, this is going to
Lucky.
sound super corny. Corn dog.
Here we
coming.
go. I'll serve up some mustard and ketchup.
I felt so #blessed
Brooke, I feel the same
to
way.
be there. Like, I
Yes.
just felt like that was a magical experience.
Yes.
That, like, so few of us got to experience.
It's crazy.
I felt so just
#blessed.
yeah, like, I don't even want to say, like,
Thankful.
lucky or anything. I was grateful. Like,
Yeah.
just so, like, oh my gosh.
I just remember
was
standing.
emotional.
Yeah, it was, because I was standing there just thinking, holy shit, I cannot believe that I am here right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I
Mhm.
am here right now at the Apollo.
Jordan cried.
Oh, that got me. Got me right
Got
here.
me too.
Got me right here.
That man, you know what you did.
I even think Joey got a little emotional during Please Don't Go Girl.
He did.
It was beautiful. It was,
It was such a good
beautiful.
show.
He's
That was a
beautiful.
highlight. That was a highlight. And meeting up with, again, so many more people.
Yes.
It was really cool.
I got to meet Steph for the first time.
Yeah.
I got to meet so many people for the first time. I got to meet
because that was before the cruise.
right.
So
Christina. We got to meet Christina.
Yeah.
We got to meet, oh my gosh, we got to meet so many people.
so many people. Like, you can't name everybody.
Vanessa. I'm trying to think. I'm sorry if I left you out, but we met you and it was awesome.
Right. And that was the thing. Like, that was the first time that we had been somewhere.
Right. Leilani.
Leilani.
Leilani, I love you. I love all the people I mentioned, but Leilani.
Well, her and I,
Leilani holds a special place in my heart, as do everyone else.
right.
But she
was my Jordan partner.
She was, and you guys look like you were taking a family picture.
We look like a happy family.
Yes.
Me and my hubby Jordan and our daughter Leilani.
So cute.
It was so fun.
Yes.
So, I don't know, just lots of good memories, and I'm looking forward to many, many more.
Me too.
Wherever the year ahead takes us.
Well, do you think Mission Interview Joey 2019, is it going to happen?
It has to. It has to, but here we are, almost halfway through 2019.
Right.
Well, we are halfway through 2019.
We are.
It's July now.
I
Wow.
am just hoping it happens.
We are hopeful.
Yes. Joey, if you're listening, you're probably not, but if you are, just get in touch with me. I'll show you the way.
All you have to do is
show me the way.
All you have to do is look to a star in the east and just call out, Nikki, I'm ready. I'm ready to be on your podcast. And Nikki will be there in a flash.
You better believe it. It'll be just like that time somebody was telling me somebody was mowing the lawn.
Yes. There will be a Nikki-shaped hole in the side of the building that she's in.
What?
Flashing. She'll be a flash out of there.
I haven't done the what yet in a long time. I'm ready to what soon. I think I'm going to what at the concert.
I think you'll what at the concert or sometime around the concert.
Yeah. Oh my God. I can't wait. Oh my God, Brooke. It's this Thursday. We're leaving. I mean, this Friday is our concert, but this Thursday we are leaving. It seems like it's taken forever.
I feel like it's come up really quick, actually. But because I haven't been thinking about it. That's why.
I've been thinking about it every single day.
I have not been thinking about it at all. Actually, so little that I'm at a point where I'm like, what am I going to wear? Like, I need to order some pants.
I just rub the microphone weird.
Oh,
yeah.
All right.
All right. So it's almost time. Yeah, it is time. So let's intro. Well, actually, no, let's not intro.
We'll intro with her.
Right.
Okay.
So we have a very special guest coming on.
And we're going to call her up right now.
Right.
Bring her on the line.
Her name is Jenny, OG cover girl, and we're going to talk about her experience. So
let's do it to it.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Here we go. Oh.
One more time. This is Brooke.
And this is Nikki.
And this is Jenny. And this is Sierra.
Yay!
And this is my so-called whatever. Welcome to the block party. We ain't leaving out nobody.
Yay, yeah.
Definitely not Jenny and Sierra.
No, because they are here. We're so excited to have them.
We're so excited to be here with you guys. This is my third time, I think, now.
Yes.
So, 1.5 now?
Right.
Yes, that's right. So if you don't know who Jenny is by now.
Where have you been?
Right. Have you been under a rock? Jenny is the original cover girl.
Right.
And we have become very good friends, and it has been amazing.
It has been our pleasure to be her friend.
Yes, it has.
She's
it has
such a
been
good
my
person.
pleasure. Oh my gosh. What a whirlwind ride. It's been a year and a half now?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It's so crazy awesome to think it's been, I mean, it seems like we've known you forever. It seems like we've been friends since we were little.
It's so funny because on one note, it feels like we've known her forever. Right. But on the other note, I remember when the question was posed,
where is she?
Why don't we find this girl?
Yes.
And it was oh my gosh.
And my oblivious self had no clue that I was to be found or needed to be found. If anybody cared.
Well, we're so
we
glad.
all cared. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah. We're so glad that we found you. So we really wanted to have Jenny on and Sierra because something really amazing happened. crazy, crazy, crazy amazing.
Otherworldly.
Yes. And
it is
once in a
insane.
lifetime.
Yes. Yes.
It really was.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it was.
I think we would love to hear what happened.
Yes.
And how it happened.
Yes.
Right from the
Okay.
right from the
get-go.
The gal of the hour.
Yes. The gals
All right,
of the
I kind
hour.
of wrote it up so that we didn't forget anything. And so I was asking Sierra, like, how did you feel? So she can chime in with kind of her thoughts as we go.
Fun!
So hopefully this kind of lays it all out from what we remember of our experience.
Okay, I'm so excited.
I guess this is our mixtape tour Phoenix.
Yes. Mixtape tour Phoenix edition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So for Sierra and I, it all started a few months before the Mixtape Tour concert came to Phoenix. So I had purchased 2 floor tickets to the concert, and I wholly decided, or thought that my husband Alfie would come with me, just as he does to all the other Phoenix or Vegas shows that we generally attend. A few months before the concert, Sierra, she had thought about maybe attending with me, but she came home from school one day and she was dead serious and was like, "Mom, can I go to the concert with you?" Like, super excited. And I was like, "Yeah, okay." Like, surprised, but, pleasantly surprised and excited. Like, she had been, I'm maybe thinking about it, but it had been more like a, maybe, let me think about it kind of thing, not like super excited. But that day at school, she had her favorite teacher, Mr. Swint, mentioned that he was gifted tickets to the New Kids concert by his sister.
Wow.
And Mr. Swint, he's super funny and has been her favorite teacher. And they've had this New Kids on the Block kind of love between them, because he found out, that I was the New Kids on the Block original cover girl, and he had been such a great fan. And it's so funny to have, like a male teacher for one, but also for him to be such a New Kids fan. It's like so adorable. I love it. So when she realized he'd be going to the concert, she was like, "Okay, I'm there." Like, my favorite teacher, like, we can share this. So she was so excited to go. So then I mentioned it to you guys, right? Like, just telling my so-called whatever admin crew, Sierra's joining me at the concert, her favorite teacher, this happened and, whatnot. And I thought nothing more of it. But of course, amazing admin crew, Maria particularly, I think she put some feelers out there. And about a week before the concert, we received, a note from Donnie's people asking about, as they put it, a possible second generation cover girl moment.
Oh my God.
I love it.
I know. So of course we were floored and flattered and 1000% in. We were like, yes. So before I told Sierra, though, I, wanted to make sure it was going to happen, or, just, I didn't want to get her hopes up and then, it not happen. So we were pretty sure, Donnie was in and, everybody was kind of on board.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I told Sierra and she was like, "Oh my God, really? Like, no way. Like, couldn't believe it." Right, Sierra? She's just nodding her head. Yeah. She's nervous, I think.
Oh, don't be nervous.
So what did you think? Yeah. So what did you think at that moment when you heard the news?
I just couldn't, believe it. I kind of felt like that was going to happen, though, because I told my cousin before, I feel like something like that's going to happen, and then it did, so I was surprised,
awesome.
But not very surprised.
That's awesome. So you kind of had a feeling, like, I think something's going to happen. That's awesome.
The possibility is there, I guess.
Yes.
Yes. So, once we knew, we had already decided on, Sierra had already chosen her New Kids outfit. So we had bought her a little crop top type shirt from Forever 21 that said, New Kids on the front. So we were brainstorming, right, on kind of like how to be different, or, how to make that shirt her own and, kind of capture this second generation moment, and Sierra liked the idea of CoverGirl 2.0. So we asked our cousin, who has a screen printing machine, if they could screen print the back of, CoverGirl 2.0 on the back of that shirt she chose. So we were ready to go.
So
That's so
cool.
And I love that shirt.
That shirt is
so
adorable.
Cute.
Adorable.
Yeah, she got a lot of compliments at the concert. I feel like a few people were like, "Oh my gosh, I have that shirt, but it looks so much better on you." It looks great with the crop tops. Yeah.
And you wore your CoverGirl jacket.
Yeah, I did. I had bought, so I think, I don't know if Jenny has fall lines and, seasonal lines, but I don't think they have that jacket on her website anymore.
Oh, wow.
But back, I feel like it was October or November, I bought the Jenny McCarthy pink jean jacket that said CoverGirl on the back. And, she signed the inner neckline and Donnie signed the back CoverGirl emblem. So that was,
I love that jacket.
I
Very
decided,
cool.
what a perfect, outfit to wear to this moment, to remember this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and she made that, right?
Yeah.
Like, she made those jackets.
She did.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yes. Yeah. What a perfect moment.
Yes.
Like, everything to capture the moment
That's
and the
cool.
memory and who made it and everything. Yeah.
I love the picture of you and Sierra. Like, I think you guys are by a tree.
Yeah.
I love that picture.
We
It's
took
so
pics
cute.
real quick before we took off to the concert. We were like, oh, let's do this. It'll be cute. And of course, my husband was our photographer. And I was like, no, take it over. Because of course I can't. I'm not good at pictures, but Sierra was perfect in all of them.
Aw.
Yeah.
You looked great. Both of you guys looked so good.
Okay, that's crazy that you're not good at pictures. You are so photogenic.
Yes, you are.
Like every picture.
I don't
mean-
think so. Not at all.
Every picture I
So
have that
awkward.
you're in it, you're like on
Yes.
point.
Every single, like,
Aw.
even a few drinks in, you look great in
Yeah.
every picture.
Yes, yes, yes.
I think I look better a few drinks in. 'Cause I'm not thinking about it. I'm not worried about the camera. I don't even realize it's there, I bet.
So
Yes.
after you guys this was starting to this plan was starting to happen,
Mhm.
you guys had some waiting time and you just talked about the outfits and stuff. So then the night of, what happened?
So, my cousin who had the screen printing machine actually ended up buying tickets a day or two before. So we were super excited that they'd be joining us,
Fine.
but they couldn't sit with us. But we carpooled together, and so we went to go eat before the concert, and we were just kind of nervous, excited the whole time. I think we were just kind of like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. We knew it was going to happen. So a lot of anticipation of, before we went to pick up my cousin, Jeanette, and her daughter, Trinity, we actually went on to the My So-Called Whatever Facebook page, and we were kind of like, hey, and of course, I feel like I am such just awkward.
No, you're not.
I don't really do Facebook Lives or post, a ton of pictures or selfies or whatnot. I feel like I'm so awkward. But I was like, this is going to be super fun to just kind of do a pre-concert, I guess, teaser.
Yes.
So
I love
we
that.
went
I
live
love
in the
that too. We were all
group.
in anticipation, oh my gosh, she's live. Oh my gosh.
Yay.
Because we all we had we knew, I think
Right.
it's okay that we say that.
Yeah.
We knew something was
Happening.
So
Yeah.
we were very excited, but nobody else knew.
Right.
Yeah.
We were so
Mhm.
excited, and you just feel it
Right.
bubbling inside. You
Right.
can't wait to let it out.
You're these people are gonna lose their
Shit.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, Sierra.
Yeah. So that was exciting too, just to see how many people kind of joined the lives and were watching kind of along with us. That was neat and different for sure, and a little out of my comfort zone, but we enjoyed that too.
Well, you did great. Awesome.
Yeah. So we got to the venue. When we got there, of course, I was more nervous, oh, it's happening and it's sooner. It's, moving forward. So my cousin and I got a couple margaritas for us to help calm my nerves. And then as we were, kind of going to our seats because we were sitting separately. So we like wanted to march towards our seats, but not really sit down yet and separate. But then we got a call from the tour manager, Victor, and he's like, I need to see who you are and where you're sitting and, you know, figure out kind of logistics. So he's like, let's meet up at your seat. And so he came over to our seats and we met, you know, a couple of the camera guys and we met Victor. And then he tells me, you're going on stage too. And I was like,
oh my God.
MG.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, they said it might be a possibility, but it didn't seem as though it was going that route. And he'd been taking little girls up the entire time. So I was like, oh, you know, if it happens, cool. If not, not. But that's when, you know, it was kind of, I guess, decided. So
I have goosebumps.
And I was excited to have my margarita because I'm like, okay, I really need this now.
Yes.
One little drink. Yeah. So that was cool. And then we had some time before the concert started. So then we went around and found all of our Phoenix near and dear blockheads. So we saw Dawn and Jill was, you know, in town from Florida, and Erlyn, who was, I don't know if I've mentioned her, but she was an old elementary school friend, like family friend that moved here. So she was part of my original moment and, you know, moved here from the LA area, and her sister Heidi, and they were up by the bar stool. So it's kind of neat to see everybody kind of in that floor seat section.
So cool.
And then we, you know, sat down to wait for the show to start. Oh, and this was fun. So we're sitting at our seats waiting for the show to start. And, you know, we're sitting there thinking, oh, I wonder where Mr. Swint is sitting, right? He has tickets to the concert too. And not a few minutes later after, we talk about where he might be sitting, he and his adorable wife, she was so cute. I don't think I know her name. But they walk up to our row. Not only were they sitting in our section, but they were in our exact same row.
Oh my gosh.
Cool. And they were a couple seats down from us, so we asked the two gals next to us if they would be willing to let them sit next to us. So we enjoyed the entire concert with them.
That's so awesome! Oh my gosh, Sierra, were you so excited?
Yeah, it was just cool and funny because he's like my favorite teacher. So.
Oh,
yeah,
that's so
it was like
cool.
meant to happen. Like this is like destiny.
It is,
right? That's how we felt, and I feel like she was just more, you know, excited and in tune with like everything going on because like Mr. Swint was right. You know, it was full circle for sure. Like he was the reason, not the reason, but you know, he helped kind of convince her to go to the concert even more so, and then we get to go almost together to the concert. That's cool. Crazy.
Very cool.
That is so neat how that just worked out that way. Like,
yes. The same, okay, not only the same section,
right,
but the same freaking row.
And like, let's just talk about
right,
how cool it is to, like, and we talked about this a few episodes back, to see your teacher outside of like his element.
Yes. Especially your favorite teacher.
Especially at a New Kids on the Block concert.
Oh my gosh, I would die.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you are not only my
Surreal.
favorite teacher, but we are best friends now.
Exactly.
I know.
You're my best friend teacher.
Yeah, exactly.
BFT.
It's her last year. This year was her last year at that school. So 6th grade was the last. Now she's off to junior high.
Oh my God.
And so it was also just another, you know, like amazing moment and kind of send off to her last year with that teacher in that school.
That's nice.
So cool. Oh.
Yeah.
Mr. Swint, we love you.
We do. And he was recording the whole thing too. And I have to send you the video if you want to post. I'll get his buy-in if he's okay with us posting it, but he's screaming the whole time. He's like, Sierra!
Oh my gosh. So he didn't know until she went up there and he was like, what's happening? Like,
did we tell him? I think we told them that day that we were going up there. What else happened? I guess that was pretty much it. And then the show started and yeah, it was just awesome as it always is. That intro, oh my gosh, with the way.
Yes.
I can't wait.
I know. I had to
So
tell
awesome.
Bryn because my daughter's coming with me to the show.
Oh, yay!
And
That's so awesome.
And so I was like, have you listened to The Way yet? And she was like, yeah. And I said, they say a bad word in it. And she goes, they do?
Oh.
I was like, oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Smooth right over that part.
Well, I just didn't know if she like was,
Caught on.
I kind of wanted her to geek out about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like be like, "Ooh." And
bad word.
but she was like, they do? And I was like, oh, no, they don't. Never mind.
Never mind.
Never mind.
No big deal.
Because I think Bryn and Sierra are just a few months apart in age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sierra's 12. She'll be 13 in December.
Okay, so they're a year apart. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because
Yeah.
Bryn's 13 and she'll be 14. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
In October.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yay. So yeah, it was awesome. And by the time, another cool part of the concert for us, or for Sierra specifically, was, you know how on, I'm sure you've seen, you know, videos, Boys in the Band, they bring up the cheerleaders from
Yes.
the football team or whatever cheerleaders they bring up. So they brought up the Arizona Cardinals cheerleaders, and Sierra is actually a junior Arizona Cardinals cheerleader. She has been for the past 2 years. They have a junior kind of summer camp. So
again this year.
and she'll do it again this year, yeah,
Fun.
during the summer. So we actually knew a couple of the girls up there, so it was neat. Victor pulled us off to the side stage while Boys in the Band was on, and so all the cheerleaders were on stage, and we got to see them, you know, up close doing their thing with new kids. So it was like, you know, our worlds colliding a little bit. So that was
Yes.
That's awesome.
That is so cool.
cool. Yeah.
That really is.
Yeah.
So, okay. So they come and get you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How
Yeah,
long?
Boys in the Band.
How long before the So how does it work? Like, how long before the song starts do they like bring you? Does he bring you to the stage?
Like 5 minutes.
Probably like 5 minutes or so. Yeah, they brought
Okay.
us to the stage during Boys in the Band, and I think Boys in the Band came on just before CoverGirl.
Okay.
Yeah. So we were taken up there, so we got to see all the boys in the band set, and the cheerleaders were off stage, and then Donnie talked a little bit between those two songs, just about, you know, the moment in 30 years and all of that.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
And I feel like I was super nervous, so it's a little bit blurry of, you know, seeing or remembering what he said, but looking back at the videos, you know, he essentially said, you know, it's been 30 years, and, you know, we have, I think he said something like, we have the first cover girl ever in the U.S., and she's all grown up. And I was like, oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And then
and
there
then he
you
brought-
were.
And there I was, yeah. And then he brought me on stage, and we danced and sang a little bit. And he kind of pointed to the front of the stage at one point, like pointing me, like, go down there, like, to be on my own. And I'm like, no. Like, I didn't get it. Well, for one, I was nervous, so I didn't really get it. And then I'm like, well, I'm not really, I don't know, an entertainer. So I was like, I don't know what to do. If I did go off on my own, like, I don't know, that this was a little awkward.
Oh,
but
okay. I see what you're saying. Okay, so he was pointing at, like, gesturing, like, for you to, like, dance and, like
I think so.
do a show.
Yeah. And you're like, nah.
Yeah. Well,
I would be
didn't get
too.
it at first, and you know, like, I feel like a second is a whole minute in stage
Yes.
time.
Right,
So
right.
It was like kind of like pointing downward, like, go downstage, and I was like, what? And then the moment had kind of passed. So I was like, I don't. If I did go down there, I don't know what I would have done anyway. So
That's
Too funny. So then
Oops.
after that,
so there was two kind of steps on either side of the stage. So they brought me on to one side of the stage, And then while I was on stage with Donnie, they took Sierra to the other opposite side of the stage. So by the time I got down and I was off the stage, I think it was Victor who was like, oh, we brought Sierra on the other side of the stage. So she's on that end. And I was like, okay. So I wasn't sure if I could or should go and follow. And I was a little just kind of mushy.
Yeah.
So I stayed on the opposite side and like started recording her from the opposite end. And that was perfect because Jill was on one end of the stage in one bar stool and Dawn was on the other. So Dawn captured that great video of Sierra right up front and center. So it was great.
It was
that
so
was a
cool.
great video.
Yes. And we'll post that on the website.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
What a cool experience.
That's crazy. Sierra, when you were on stage, like, what were you thinking? Did you look at the people or were you like, I'm not going to look?
So since I've done the Cardinals junior cheerleading thing, I got used to being in front of a lot of people.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I wasn't really nervous. So I just looked out and it was just weird and crazy to see everybody.
Yes.
All those people.
And they're cheering for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was cool. And then, we find out afterwards, too, that there were a few groups of friends that had attended the concert and they had no clue, right, that we were going to be pulled on stage. So we got tagged in a few videos afterwards. So that was kind of neat. Like people from high school that we hadn't talked to in forever.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Just
So
friends
cool.
of friends, like coworkers of my husband. And
that's fun. Oh my gosh, so fun. It's kind of amazing how many people actually go to these concerts and like you don't realize. I just found out one of my friends that I worked with, she's going, Shayla. She's going to the concert. Yeah, really? And I was like, whoa, you're going to the concert too? Like, it's crazy.
So that's really cool.
Yeah.
But it's true. I mean, you think about it.
And so all these people, they were like, oh my gosh, I know her. That's Jenny. What's she doing? Oh my gosh, she's a good girl. And that's her daughter.
And then you hear stories afterwards. Like I had just seen a couple of my husband's coworkers who were at the concert, and they were like, "Oh my God, that's Jenny!" Like freaking out and like trying to pull out their phones. And by the time they like got their phones out, I was already off stage, and they got to at least record Sierra, and they sent those my way. So it was kind of cool. And you can hear the chatter in the background that were like, "Oh my gosh, look at that Sierra!"
Oh my gosh.
It was cute.
Very cute.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
What a great story.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
And we had another like amazing, just surprising perk is they gave us some backstage passes for after the show too.
Cool.
Yeah. So that was awesome. That was
so you got to
exciting.
so Sierra got to meet Donnie officially.
Yeah.
What did you think?
I was really like nervous and acting kind of weird because he was like right there, so I didn't really know what to sing.
Oh.
So they kind of, what was kind of cool is they gathered us there in a section of the arena, and then they took us all backstage or kind of through, I guess, the locker room areas, and that was cool to see, just going through like where the Suns play and like where the players are, getting ready. That was really cool to us. What we're so appreciative because like last minute, my cousin and her daughter came with us, and we carpooled, so they were able to get a couple more passes for us.
Fun.
So
that's so
with us all
nice.
through that moment. And so we were all kind of taking that all in together, like to be down there where the Suns players hang was also like, oh, this is like our team here. And we're getting to go downstairs and seeing the inner, the inside areas. So that was cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. So they kind of ushered us into this room, backstage, and Sierra doesn't really know all of the new kids, but when I walked in, John was sitting there with
Aw.
with Angela and a local radio DJ. Her name's Nina Cruz. And I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. I'm like walking in a room and there's John and all these people that I, recognize. And I'm like, this is so cool just to see them hanging out. And he was at a table with a group of people just kind of hanging out. So we found another table, that was empty in that room, and we just kind of hung out there. And then eventually Donnie came out, and he just went from table to table and just took time out of his crazy day, I'm sure, right? Doing meet and greets and then on stage all day. And by then it was like already 11:30. And, he's still at it, like hanging out with his Phoenix, people. And,
wow.
I thought that was the most amazing thing, is that all the time that he gives.
Yes.
National treasure.
He seriously, like, you look up National Treasure, you see Donnie Wahlberg. It's just that.
Exactly. Right. That's just that's what you see when you look.
We're going to call Webster's Dictionary. Yep. We're going to tell him just to put his picture in the dictionary under.
Hashtag National Treasure.
Right. Exactly. There we go.
He's amazing.
Yes.
I can't wait to see him.
Yeah.
Did you get pictures with him?
We did, yeah. So he took selfies with each one of us, and we, talked about the moment for a little bit. And he had been summoned because his shoulder was acting up, so he had to go meet his physical therapist to get some work done before he left. But yeah, we did. We chatted for a little bit. So I think the goal was to put the old video of Donnie and I from the original Hang and Tough video, but for some reason, I don't know, they weren't able to get it up there. So it was a little bit of a bummer, but still a cool moment for sure.
Still so
Absolutely.
Cool to have mom and daughter up there. I mean, we all heard, and if you haven't heard Jenny's original story about what happened, go back to episode 50.
Yep.
Because Jenny, I don't know if you know this, but this episode is a very special episode for us because it's our 2-year anniversary episode. So we get to have you on for our 2-year. Yay!
Oh, yay! I did not know that.
You and Sierra on our 2-year anniversary. That's what we wanted to do, and
it's our anniversary.
Yes.
Yay! Happy anniversary!
Thank you.
That is so awesome.
I can't believe it's been 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years. I remember our first hour. I say hour because I feel like I'm part of this.
Of course.
Well,
of course you are. Of course you are.
But even the first year, the first anniversary, it was like, oh my gosh, right? I think you guys are feeling like, we're going to take this and do this as long as we can. And now 2 years, that's awesome.
And we've started to talk about, okay, so when is this over?
Where does this end?
Right. And we're just like, I think we'll know.
We'll know
and
when
it will be a happy moment, but we'll be like, okay, I think it's time. Let's do the last 2 My So-Called Life episodes and we'll be done.
Yes.
Yeah.
And have all the rest of the new kids on.
Yes.
And then we're done.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
We
Joey,
have to have them all on.
Joey,
can you hear me?
Mission interview Joey.
Yes. Did you guys get to see Joe? Was he back there? Was he backstage?
No, just John and Donnie back there.
Oh, well, that's okay.
And it was actually a pretty, Angela came over. I think we hugged, and I was like, oh my gosh. I was like starstruck to meet Angela.
Oh my gosh.
Because she recognized me. She's like, I think we met on the cruise. And I was like, yeah, maybe. And or maybe just social media, but of course, I knew who she was.
I know,
So
when we were
was really sweet.
When we were at the Apollo, she was behind us and she smiled, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's Angela!"
Yeah, and it's funny now because being in that room with all the other backstage pass holders, a couple of them now, I realized they were following me on social media, and I now know who they are, and they're here in Phoenix, and so it's kind of nice to connect with fellow blockheads.
Oh, totally.
That's awesome. So cool.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yes. And then we went to Vegas. So the Phoenix show was on a Wednesday. And then my husband and I and some friends went to the Vegas show on, I think it was on that Saturday. And it just so happened Maria and Jackie had a YOLO moment. Right. And so they were able to meet us at the concert.
Yes.
It was so cool to see them. Yeah. And every time a cover girl is brought on stage and when I'm there in person, I bawl. Like, I think with Sierra, I was very much in the moment. And, like, you know, that's my baby and I'm looking out for her. So I felt like I kind of had a little bit of a job to do. So it was a little distraction.
Yeah.
But I do every concert, cover girl, I'm crying. So in Vegas, I recorded just the cover girl for that moment and I was crying and like just, you know, in my own feelings there. And it just so happened that cover girl in the Vegas show, I guess she had won a Wahlburgers contest.
Oh my gosh, yes, it's Jalen. Jalen.
Jalen.
Yes. And she sent her story to us.
That's awesome.
Oh, she did?
Yes.
I didn't know her before that moment. But after the moment, apparently, I mean, she was looking for a video of her moment. And so I had captured it. So I sent it to her. Wahlburgers reached out to me and they asked for a copy of the video. So I sent it to them. So
Jenny.
I was very happy, very excited to be a part of her moment a little bit too. So that was cool.
That's awesome.
That's so awesome. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And of course, I mean, you are the original. Like, you are the original. And
OG.
anytime, I think everybody feels the same way. Anytime you hear a cover girl, you think of Jenny.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
That's what you do. You think of Jenny, and you probably think of that moment like when you were little. Like when you hear that song, you're like, oh my gosh, it brings you right back, and you're right back there.
Right back there.
Like,
exactly.
Just crazy how music does that.
Doing the 2-step.
Yep.
Because like I said, I used to do that. I used to practice. I was like, this is what I'm going to do. If I ever get brought on stage, I'm going to do the same dance. And they're going to bring me on.
Yes.
Oh my
I tried
gosh.
to throw that into Sierra. Like, toss it out there. Hey, it'd be kind of cool if you did the 2-step. But I don't think she was in her, you know, she was a little nervous, I guess. So
she looked,
was like,
oh my
2-step
gosh.
is not cool, Mom.
Sierra, I have to say, you looked cool and collected. Like, you
For
were
real.
like, yeah, I'm the cover girl. Here we go. Yeah, Donnie. It looked awesome. I was like, oh my gosh.
She owned
She is
it.
like, you did own it.
She owned it.
She owned it. Cover Girl 2.0, baby.
Yes. I mean, you really couldn't get a better cover girl experience. You really couldn't.
No,
Like-
that was, I mean,
Yeah.
it's like full
That was
circle.
amazing.
It is full circle.
It is. It
Oh my
is.
gosh. Oh my
And then
gosh.
just afterward, you know, like Donnie's like, no, thank you. And I'm like, what do you thank me? Like,
What do you
on
mean?
Twitter,
oh my god.
think.
I got so
Yeah.
like emotion. Like, I was just like, oh my
Love
gosh.
him.
Like when
Yeah.
he tweeted that, I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, Donnie,
Yeah.
Donnie.
Donnie. That man.
That,
I know.
That man.
And I'm really excited because I get to see Jenny in Fort Lauderdale. I'm so
Yay!
excited.
Yes, you do.
We're so excited.
Yes.
I am jealous.
I'll take a picture of
Yay,
us.
yay.
We'll
Okay.
FaceTime. We'll FaceTime
Okay,
you.
perfect. That's good.
Okay.
That'll be
So.
nice.
Yay. Yes, we will. And it feels like there's so many people, like people that we met on the cruise that'll be there at that show too. So
Yeah.
that's awesome.
It'll be
Reunion.
fun.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
There'll be a lot of people there.
Yeah. Well,
Yay.
this was an awesome story.
This has been amazing.
Yes.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so
for sharing.
much. And we're so excited
you
that you
so
were
much.
on for our anniversary episode.
Yes.
You and Sierra.
Yes, happy anniversary. Thanks
Thank
so much
you.
for having us.
Thank
Yes,
you so
thank
much
you guys.
for being here.
We really appreciate you coming on. And Sierra, we're so
Our
excited that you came on too.
Thank you. All right. Thanks,
Okay.
guys.
Thank
All
you so
right.
much.
Love you guys.
All right.
Okay.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
All right.
That
That,
was
amazing.
amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much, Jenny and Sierra.
Yes.
We love you.
I'm so glad that we had both of them. That was so cool.
I know. That was amazing. We didn't know that Sierra was going to be there.
No.
I didn't know Sierra was
I
going to be
did.
there.
I did. I
I did not know.
I thought I asked if she could. Cause,
Oh, yeah.
And
Then it's amazing.
I really wanted her to be on. And I didn't know, because she's You know how Bryn was when we had her on. She was like...
You didn't want her to feel awkward.
No. But I was so happy when...
And she didn't
Jenny
feel awkward
said,
at all.
No, she was awesome.
Yeah.
I love that she had that connection with the cheerleaders, too. That was so cool.
That was very cool. So thank you so much to them for coming on our anniversary episode.
And thank you to you guys.
Yeah. I mean...
2 freaking
2 years. Thank you. Keep sending your stories.
Yes, because we need them.
I mean, we got another year ahead here to fill up.
And I'll tell you what, we've got some good stories ahead, you guys. We have got some good stories ahead, and we want your stories too. So
send them to mysocalledwhatever@gmail.com.
Yeah, and you can give us a call on our party line.
Yes.
It's you can call us at 857-271-1047. Once again, that's... Is it 857-271-1047?
Yeah, 1047. And you can text us there too.
Yeah.
We'll read your text messages live.
Both-ish.
Recorded.
So, do you have any final thoughts about the 2 years?
Final thoughts. It just seems weird. Like, it doesn't feel like 2 years.
We didn't get a cake this year.
That's okay. I don't need cake.
Yeah, I don't either.
I mean, really. Actually, you know what I would like?
What's that?
A meatloaf.
Wouldn't
that be good?
Let's do a celebratory meatloaf.
A celebratory meatloaf. Because, like, we can make it keto.
Yeah.
And I like meat.
Me too.
And there.
Let's do
what
it.
We should do.
Okay, well, when I get back, which will be a day after, we'll celebrate a little late.
Yep. We'll have a celebratory meatloaf.
And you know what else we should do?
What?
We should record outside.
Yes, we should. By the pool.
Because it will be fun. By the pool! Yay!
Oh my gosh! We can record and get tan at the same time.
I'm so...
With sunscreen on, but we will be
Exactly. With sunscreen on. We will be...
But we
will
still
be aware of our SPF.
Yes. And we'll eat meatloaf.
And we'll eat meatloaf.
By the pool.
In the pool.
Don't mind me. Just on my float, eating some loaf. Oh my god.
And mashed potatoes. It's not keto, but meatloaf's always good with some mashed potatoes.
Yes, it is. I like how you said mashed potatoes.
I love my mashed potatoes.
I like it with mashed potatoes and green beans.
I could do without the green bean, but I have some green bean casserole.
Ah, I like that too.
Hey, guess what?
What?
We'll do green bean casserole, mashed potatoes, and meatloaf.
That sounds wonderful.
It'll be a big spread for our 2-year anniversary.
I bet my mom would cater it.
So exciting. So that's what we're going to do, guys.
Yay!
We're going to have a big celebratory dinner, and we'll record it. We'll record here. We've got our meatloaf.
Womp, womp, womp.
All right.
So thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, follow us on Twitter.
Yes.
At SoCalledWhatever and Instagram, my SoCalled Whatever.
Yep. And
Facebook group.
If you haven't entered already,
yeah,
add your stuff. We've got some really cool swag coming our way. We actually have one mixtape bag that somebody donated to us,
which is amazing.
So we'll be giving that away. So fun.
So send us your stuff.
Yeah, send us if you don't know what we're talking about the Ultimate Mixtape Tour project that we are doing.
Find details on our website.
Send us your videos. Send them our way and go on our website.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
All right, that's it.
Till next time.
Happy
Bye.
anniversary. Bye.
Yay, bye.